I can't tell you how many coaches I've met who's working so hard, burning out, not making money because of how their business is set up, because how they run it. And it's really, really, really important that we figure out not just a way, but a system that works for our business that can generate leads again and again and again, and that can produce clients for you. So when they are a lead, they are eventually interested in also saying, hey, I want to buy your stuff.
Today, we're going to talk about the marketing machine.
Yeah.
Marketing automation machine, I would even say. How can we automate our client attraction systems or lead gen systems? Because as you said, a lot of people are experiencing that it feels like it's a struggle. It feels like it's always push, or it's inconsistent. I think there's even a lot of people right now promoting that doing launches is a great thing, but launches, in my mind, it just sounds more like a peak, and then we can relax a bit, and then we work at a peak, and then we can relax a bit.
And we can't keep the momentum going. And it's always like the routine of how to run the business is different depending on the month, depending on what's coming, depending on, and I've done that for years.
We did that in
this
we did
business. That together. Yeah. And
it's exhausting.
It's really exhausting.
Yeah.
Because it's always a sprint to the next launch.
Yes.
We did that for a long time. And it was always a sprint to the next thing. And the closer we got to the actual launch, the more intense administration got.
So it's kind of stressful. And it's also, I experienced that a lot of people we've been working with who comes in with this kind of running their business in sprints all the time, they're always at a higher stress level because everything is about the next date or the next deadline to hit. And it becomes a little bit harder because if you're missing a launch, it puts a lot of pressure on the business. How can we automate the lead gen system so it becomes more a continuum rather than a launch thing? Less stress, less pressure, and just works.
It's a great question, but I think the importance of this conversation and the importance of this subject matter is that when we start our business, we started with the intention of building a lifestyle that we love, working with something that we love. And then we end up working ourselves into the business so hard so that the business is starting to run our life. And when we are at that point, it's not just annoying. It's really hard, it's stressful, and it takes out all the quality and the reasons to why we started the business. So what we need to do is we need to rewind and kind of do it the right way. We need to design our lifestyle. How am I supposed to work? How do I want to work? And then design the business so that it produces the outcome that I desire with the intended time spend that I have also designed.
Yeah.
The business is a design. And if you believe that you need to work hard, you believe the wrong stuff.
Yeah. So we actually spent a lot of time during this summer to look through like what we've been doing like the first half of the year. And we have these stops. And for you who are business owner, if you do not stop up once in a while and actually look on your business, but just keep working forward, the problem is that you're not going to fix the big things. And I believe what we've been working a lot on this past 6 months is working on the continuum, on the stability of the business, to make sure that we have system that is always working if we are there or if we are not there. And then we look into how can we utilize the kind of launches or events? How can we use them more as a nurture than as a client lead attraction system?
Yeah.
So I think we moved that. And I really want to just map it out even more for everyone to really follow this. We've been doing a lot of events. We built almost 6 million literally on stage.
Monthly
events.
Yeah.
And had them as a big client acquisition machine. We still have those, but we haven't done any events for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
And what we've seen in the last 2 months is that we wanted to test out, can we have the system working without any events? Would we still be able to keep the business moving?
And I just want to say, because the principle hasn't changed, and it all comes down to principle. Why did we run the events? We ran the events because we wanted people to get to know who we are.
Yeah.
To be able to get to know how we speak, what we value. So the principle is get to know us.
Yeah.
And the question that appeared was like, how can we get people to know us without running time-consuming events. And we ran intense events. We had 5-day challenges.
Yeah.
So every 4 weeks, we ran an event during the night where people could join.
Evening, not night.
Oh, okay, evening. Yeah, that's more accurate, but it doesn't matter. And we did that because it was our service to both our business, obviously, but to our future potential clients. But we wanted to figure out, okay, so what if we create an opportunity for people to be able to consume our stuff, consume our voices, understand what it is that we prioritize, and get to know who we are without being on stage all the time. And it boiled down to the conversation we're having now. How can we create a machine that acquires leads and creates clients for us without us being on all the time?
Yes. We got a 3-day client event that we do a couple of times during the year with our clients, where we are doing the complete rebuilding of their brand in 3 days and setting up these systems together with them. But we're also going to do a workshop this month, and we are going to leave a link down below if you're a coach who already like doing 10K month, and you want to have, like, we call it the pre-sold system, the one we're doing now, where you will have people sold before they join your sales calls. Send up your branding, and the branding and marketing machine we use, and we're going to share that with you on a workshop. So go in, there's a link below here for you to register.
And I want to say, if you're not making 30K, if you're not making 50K a month, then it's going to be what you need.
It's going to change your
and
business.
the more money
time.
you make, it only means one thing, that you have a head start on everyone who does a little bit less, which means that you're going to be able to leverage this 1,000 times faster and 1,000 times more. It's so important that we have a client acquisition system that is designed to work for you instead of you having to pull hard. So what does that really mean? What are the most common problems, except working really hard, launches, stress, and all of those things? What are the problems?
Because it's the same thing I wanted to go back to. We made the first 5 million years revenue in our business. We made that completely organically. But the last 2 years, with everything we've been doing, going more and more into ads and had ad strategy.
Just for transparency, it's been a long journey for us. Like starting the ads, because we were core on, we want to build relationships. We want people to get to know us, and we were all in on organic marketing. So when we started our ads 3 years ago, we were kind of figuring that out. And we didn't know how to fit it to our personalities until 4 months ago.
We got to a place where we did not have the systems working correctly. We didn't have the right team and the right spots and all of that, which meant we were spending really a lot of money, not really a lot of money, but our system was too depending on the ads. And I really want you to listen to this, because I've been a lot with our sales team the last month, which means I've been on a lot of sales calls myself as well in the last month. And I am actually surprised, and it gets me a little bit angry, how many people I speak to who are actually not in the beginning of their journey, but they're putting up ad strategies that they're relying on, but they do not have a funnel ready whatsoever to handle what happens when leads come in. If you only have a lead gen system that is fully paid system, the day you turn off the ads, you do not get any leads coming in.
It's choked.
It's choked. You're done.
So where does ads work? It works great for established brands, and it works for people who already have a recognition and the system behind it to take care of the flow that comes in. What if our goal was that the marketing was going to do the work so that sales were happening automatically? That is the goal.
Because that's the biggest problem I have. People are having sales calls booked with people who are no-shows. I don't know how many I met that had 10% show rate. 10% show rate. That means you're sitting in front of your Zoom waiting for people, or on your phone waiting for people who do not show. The second thing is, people who show is just like, convince me that I want. Why should I buy your
stuff? It's kind of like going into a bar, going up to the girl we find the most attractive and say, like, why should I go home with you tonight? She would be like, you definitely shouldn't. If you do, I'll call the police. It's the same thing in sales. We got to create that opportunity for people to get to know us and want to be with us. And the only place we can do that is within the marketing.
So how can we automate a lot of things? I would say if we're running the organic funnel, first of all, we want to make sure we have followed a strategy, a system.
Yeah.
Not just post content and hope, spray and pray kind of thing of content.
Yeah.
Need to have a clear content system. The other thing that is how we can automate how we're doing the things. Yeah, ChatGPT is amazing, but ChatGPT takes a long time to be trained, and you need to understand how you use it
and how to train
and how to train it properly. How can we use a waterfall flow or repurpose the content so we're not doing content all of the time? Because I believe that's one of the things that people say about organic marketing. I don't want to do organic because it's just so much content. I need to do content all of the time.
24/7 and it needs to be posted every day, all day, all the time. First of all, you need organic content. If you are relying on an ad strategy, but you're unsearchable on socials, it means that you're going to lose out on the money that you spend, because the first thing people do when they see your ad is find you on socials. If you are just creating content in your organic marketing and posting content every day, and it isn't quality, it's not going to help you at all. So what we need are some foundational, broad-sighted marketing plan where we cover different aspects of what it is that you do, personal and relatable, value. We need some invitations, and we need to make sure that we give show proof.
Now, then we can start talking about, well, instead of running ads, we can take some of the content pieces that actually work, and we can run them as ads as well. We can also boost them to just for way cheaper cost than running ads. You can get way more new followers, but you need to have the strategy. You need to know what to do with followers. How exactly do you make sure you're attracting the right people? And then your second step is to get them to align with you and the way you speak and what you do and everything you do. And then at the end, you need to have a system to make sure to have them to act on what you do. So you're getting them closer and closer to you. That's the completely client acquisition system. We can boost just that. If it's lead gen we need, make sure we have the right keywords so we get indexed, we can boost it. Very cheap. Everyone can do this. Like you can do this for about 5 years per day. 4 years per day, 3 years per day. It's that literally that cheap.
What we're looking for here is engagement. We're looking for eyes. We want to funnel people towards the SoMe profile. And this is an option available on Facebook. This is an option available on Instagram. And what we need to do when we're starting to do it is monetize it. Like, what is the actual outcome of what it is that I'm doing? Because spending 3, 4, 5 euros a week on boosting a piece of content, very cheap. If it produces results for you that you desire, that you're looking for. If you're gaining followers, if you're gaining more eyes on your stuff. But if you're not, it means that you aren't producing the right kind of value for the people that you serve. So we want to make sure that we are getting it right. We usually hear when we get to know coaches doing above 5,000 euros a month, some up to 20,000 euros a month. One of the things and one of the concerns that we hear is that I don't want to do cold calling. I've done it before. I don't like it. I don't want to do cold DMs. And I also want to emphasize, we've said it before, but I really want to emphasize in the concept of building a marketing machine. When you're doing cold outreaches, it doesn't work. Like, it really doesn't work. And it's not going to work on your level. The reason for it, specifically in the coaching industry, is that there is a recession. And that recession needs to be acknowledged and prioritized. And the recession is within trust. People have been burnt by other coaches. People have multiple options of who to choose to move forward, which means that we need to make sure that to give them a reason to why hanging out with us. And we need to leverage who we are. I could never be Sani, but I can be me. And I can know what are my strengths and what are my talents, what are my good point of views, what are the things that I can leverage and use, and how can I double down on that and making sure that I go really hard on where do I stand? What am I against? What am I for? Cold DMs, building relationships. We gotta do what works, and we gotta double down on the quality that we are producing, being ourselves. And when we're repurposing, just as important, no one can do your content for you. So you can, let's say that you are recording a long form content for YouTube or for your Facebook group or for your community, whatever it is. And then you send that to someone, GPT, whomever. and say, hey, create 3 organic posts or create 3 Facebook posts, create 3 reel scripts for my Instagram based on this, it's never going to produce anything good.
No.
Because it doesn't understand how to leverage your talents, your quality, your personality, your point of views, your opinions, which matters because people follow you because of who you are and because of what you produce.
Yeah. I want to continue with the automations.
Yep.
How can we simplify these? Because we decide on what platform we use. And our main platform is Instagram. And then we used to use Facebook much more, but we still have Facebook, of course, here on YouTube.
We had an Instagram account with about, I think,
it's 8,000
8,000 people that followed. The problem was that it didn't behave the way we wanted it to. So we started
We had a lot of bot followers.
Yeah, and something happened because
like that. Bots. Fake accounts
following us.
Yeah, and that's not great.
And no, it wasn't. And what we did was that we restarted. We created a brand new account, and right now we have like 250 followers. I don't really know exactly, but it's somewhere
almost 300 right now.
Okay, cool. So it's growing every day.
Yeah.
When we were at 150 like a month ago or something, we got more engagement on that platform with that account than we got on our big account, because of the bots and the stuff. Yeah. And it's also because you said that we mainly use Instagram. I find that really interesting. Our business depends on our Instagram, and we only have a couple of hundred followers. Yeah. And that's important because of how Instagram is built to work today.
Yeah. So it's not about having a couple of 100,000 followers. We want to get there if it's the right people.
Does it help? Does it help? Of course it does.
Yes, it does. Yeah. Especially if it's the right people. But you can start making money and use these systems when you have a small account. We're starting less people right now than a lot of our clients, but we still get the system to work really well. Some of the things to automate when we're working here is, I would say, way too less people are using the bots or AI, correct here, because AI made it so easy to automate a lot of these tasks. Now, when people are reaching out and say, hey, I want to have this thing, there is no reason why you should do that manually when you can have systems like you have ManyChat. We even give our clients the CRM system, Online Coach Buddy. We give that to them. There's even a bot that can go in and have DMs, chat with the people. So you don't need to do it and send out the things they're asking for. So you can automate a lot of this without losing quality.
Can successfully make sure that the AI that chats with the people who engages with our stuff, we can teach it to be not us, which means that we are very transparent. I'm a bot at your service working for the Millionaire Coaches. We can train it to represent our business, our values, our directions, our point of views, our opinions very accurately.
We can absolutely automate a lot of the things, but don't automate things that you don't know the strategy for, and don't automate things before you can do it manually. Yeah. If you don't get it to work manually, you cannot automate your way out of that. You make the things work first and then automate the things, but you need to know it. We say that to our clients all of the time because, hey, how can I outsource this? How can I hire a VA or someone else to do this? Say, yeah, I'm really sorry, but you need to do it first. Yeah. You need to understand it to give it away. Quickest way to get things to work is you understanding and you being there first, and then we can start automating the right things. And the right thing to automate in your business depends on exactly where you are and where you want to go. Yeah. And what's the right fit for you. There's no one right way. There's different ways, but we need to adapt it to who you are, your business, your goal, and all of that. Yeah. So let's wrap this one up. And again, we put all of this into the pre-sold system. And we're giving it away on a workshop now in August. So make sure that if you want to hang out with us for a couple of hours to implement the system to you and understand what to do, how to work with your system, your branding, and start getting leads on autopilot, then make sure you register for this pre-sold workshop.
If it is that we've had the event already, then follow the link below and you'll be able to get a replay instead. Yeah. Because we want to make sure that we get this out there. And it boils down to one thing, making sure that you can be more of who you are, then feeling more comfortable, but also making sure that it produces the outcome that you desire. on the level that you're at.
Yeah.
So if you're on 5K, that's fine. If you're on 10K, that's fine. If you're on 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, it's applicable. The only thing that we need to remember, the more we have coming into this, the more we're going to be able to leverage it.
Yeah.
So if you're on 50K, cool, you're going to be able to make a massive difference for your business with this and impact your time and your lifestyle. And if you're on 5K, you're going to be able to grow and you're going to be able to get to those 30, 40 or 50,000 euros a month.
So link below and we will see you next week.
Yep. It's going to be cool.
Yep.
Take care, guys. Thanks
Take care.
for today. Bye.